Hey guys, what's going on? It's Gary Oak coming at you once again with some more Let's Play StarCraft Remastered action. Where we last left off, the Overmind crashed into Ire like an asteroid, and we got to see how freaking huge that guy is if you've never seen the Overmind before. If you played the StarCraft 2 missions with Zeratul, I think in Wings of Liberty, you can get a good idea of how large it was. But yeah, enough said. Now we're going into the Protoss campaign, the final episode. Oh, that looks pretty. I love the splash screens in the original.
Executor. I am Judicator Aldaris. I have been sent by the Conclave to serve and counsel you. The former Executor, Tassadar, was commanded to halt the Zerg progress in the Terran sector by burning the infested human worlds. Unfortunately, he disregarded his orders and attempted to destroy the Zerg while sparing the Terrans from the flame. Clearly, Tassadar has failed us. You must not.
The famous line.
The Conclave has dictated that our first priority is to strengthen our defenses. You must reinforce our outpost in Antioch and make certain that the province does not fall to the Zerg. Your old comrade, Praetor Fenix, will meet you there and assist you in this endeavor.
But yeah, as I was saying, I absolutely adored the original StarCraft splash screens for Protoss, and they look so nice and remastered. And this crystal, I really like this crystal too. I think I like the Zerg start crystal more though. So for briefing rooms, I think Zerg wins in terms of just how awesome the start button is. Oh, that's right, you get vision of almost the entire map in Protoss 1. So it's time for Zealots and the worst unit in the game for micromanagement, the Dragoon. Dragoon is probably the dumbest unit in RTS history. I thought I heard something about them fixing something related to Dragoon pathing in Remastered because it was so bad that the bug was just inexplicably stupid, so they decided to fix it, but most of the Dragoon bugs are still there. They will still randomly just stop attacking for no reason. They're actually horrible. I took a bit of hull damage on a unit, that's fine. We just want to beeline for the blue base and rescue it. But I'm really not exaggerating. If you've never played Brood War before, just play around with Dragoons a bunch, just play Protoss, and you'll understand what I mean. If you try and do anything with Dragoons other than attack move them. Even if you attack move them, they can do stupid things. They're actually that stupid. As far as I know, there was a pro gamer in the Brood War, the Korean Brood War scene, and one of his nicknames was the Dragoon Whisperer because he was so good at controlling Dragoons, he actually made them function correctly. When you're a pro gamer and you get a nickname just because you can actually control Dragoons correctly, you know it's a tough unit to micro.
Executor and Toroadu, it is good to see you once more upon the field of battle. Make use of me, Nagatu. What would you ask of me? Good command, awaiting instructions. Make use of me.
So this is our nice little intro to Protoss, and we get to see how everything works mechanically.
I had intended to use the proton cannons here for defense, but without blows we could not do so.
Come on, Fenix, there are minerals in the bank. What are you doing, man? Fenix's macro is terrible.
As you will, for hire.
Honestly, with macro that bad, I can't see him surviving that long. I just have this sinking feeling that something bad is going to happen to Fenix. Oh, look at that, the pylon finish, and I got the probe out. The probe just started. I was on the supply block for a split second, which is acceptable. Let's get +1 attack. Protoss, oh my god. Protoss versus Zerg, you want the attack as soon as you can. It gives you such a huge upgrade. It makes a massive difference. I think it's mainly, though, Zealot and Probe versus Drone. Oh no, it's, I think the Zealot, no, what it is the Zealot, it takes only 2 hits to kill a Zergling instead of 3 hits to kill a Zergling. And that makes a huge difference, especially since we're going to be doing a lot of Zealot versus Zergling. This is a 1-base map. I mean, there are a couple expansions you can take, but it's really needless and tedious, so I'm not going to do that.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
And yes, you get to see here that you cannot repair Protoss buildings that have taken hull damage. Protoss damage beyond shields is for keeps. I used to think Protoss were completely overpowered because of shields. Like, I used to think they were just god mode because, oh my god, shield. So we're gonna want to get number 5 there. And it looks like I'm just doing needless spamming, but if you want to actually play Brood War correctly, you're going to want to do this in spam. And the reason why is you keep checking every split second to see if your units are nearly done making, right? And when they're almost done making, that's when you want to queue up a new one. And the better your macro is, the closer you're going to get. Like, see right there, I didn't miss a single second of probe build time there. Not at all. So I'm going to want a pylon here. And the reason why you want to do that is if I had another probe queued up, I wouldn't be able to build that pylon yet. I didn't really lose any build time there. I'm not going to be able to produce out of that gateway full time, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, see, I don't really care that I supply block for a second there.
You must construct additional pylons. You have not enough minerals.
So we're totally fine on that. I just want to keep rallying units out. I'm not going to get shield upgrade. Shield upgrade takes a long time. It feels like I need higher APM just to play Protoss. Like, I know I'm just doing needless spamming, but it's actually good to get in the habit of doing this, because if you want to play properly, you're going to want to have a lot of APM, because you actually need it. It's not superfluous, I promise. Well, I need a cybernetic score.
My life for not enough minerals.
So I'm just going to move in with a few units once I get them.
You have not enough minerals.
Does it matter that I think I pulled an extra probe off gas? I didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that at all, but that's fine. I don't need that much gas with this build. Well, build, quote unquote. You just don't need much gas, because I know that sounds bizarre when it comes to Protoss, but you really don't if you're making mainly Zealot Dragoon. You need gas for the tech units, and I can't make tech units, so... I can't even get a second gateway. Like, it's just not gonna happen. I don't know if I need to build more probes. I might be done with probes for now. See, I'm not wasting money on photon cannons.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
See, they only have one base, so when I start hitting them, they're not going to be able to counterattack. So I'm intentionally stopping pro production here. Because I really don't need any more. It's not going to help. And since I'm not expanding, there's no point making them, because once probes start mining inefficiently like they are now, that's just wasted supply. I probably should have stopped probe production earlier, but it's good to be in the habit of making tons of probes. Now that I have a lot of zealots, I just want to get tons of dragoons. I don't even need pylons for a while either. So I may as well set my second screen region to the rally point. And what you want to do is, like, you want to get your gateways in a nice little clump. So I want to build all my gateways like here and here and here, because that way I can just set screen region to one of those, and I can build another gateway.
Executor, upgrade complete.
Whoops. Like, even queuing that Dragoon is wasteful. Very wasteful. But it's fine. I don't know if I can support 4-gate. I think you can only support 3-gate on one base. I think. Or maybe it's 3-gate plus teching is all you can support, but I'm mining out anyway, so I really shouldn't go 4-gate. That's another thing. It's one thing to just be ignorant of how many gates you should have, based on how much, like, what your income is, but with the campaign it's also really weird because you're going to be not having the regular saturation, because when it says, like, oh, you get X amount of gates on Y number of bases, it assumes those bases have 8 or 9 mineral patches, let's say, that you can optimally harvest from all the time. So this is a bit different, because right now I have a lot less mineral patches, and this one right here is suboptimal for harvesting. It's annoying that that's out of sync, though. I can probably push with this. Just push with a couple units of Dragoons there. And see, you want to spam while you're doing this, right? So if you're moving up here, you want to check your gates while doing that. And you want to do your best to actually keep focus on your main base too. See, I just went back for a split second to queue Zealot. I can send these units up here because they rallied. Man, this is more than enough, easily. So, see, I'm fine on my production there. I could have built another gate. Just go make a pylon real fast. Send those Dragoons out. Those Dragoons are rallied poorly, so they're gonna die. Now they're pulling all their units to try and defend. Not gonna do much good, though, because that has pretty much wiped out their whole base. See a lot of 1-1 Dragoons. I remember they actually used to hit you with Mutalisks quite a lot. Yeah, so you don't miss a beat with the macro. It's a lot of work doing that, though. Is it? Is that it?
Executor, although we two have marched across hundreds of worlds together, I never imagined that we would be fighting on Ire. The Zerg are indeed worthy foes.
Yeah, managing one base is really, really easy. The reason you want crazy amounts of spamming like that is just to keep track of everything when you're, you know, in 3-4 bases and you've got tons of gateways. You know, you can get like 20 gateways, and you have to keep going back to your gates and just smashing out tons of zealots and dragoons while moving the rest of your army around. But yeah, that was God, I love the Protoss one, or the Protoss victory music for StarCraft 1. It's so nice. But yeah, that has been a brief introduction to Protoss, so hopefully that was a little fun little romp, and next time we'll have another kind of introduction to Protoss before we get into more proper maps from Mission 3 and onwards. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.